What is freight integration? How does it work? How about e-commerce? What if I have options? How do I know which freight company is best? Which ones have you done? Mine isn't there. What next? Do you handle dangerous goods? I'm back here with Kevin.
Lovely to see you.
Today we'll be talking about freight integration. What is freight integration?
Freight integration is how your ERP system talks to the plethora of freight companies that exist in New Zealand and can handle booking freight jobs, information around track and trace, things like that.
So how does it work?
Essentially, there's a couple of components. Under some circumstances, you need to understand what the price is going to be before you ship the goods. Freight integration allows you to do a call out to the freight company to say, I'm sending this stuff, it's this big or this heavy, tell me how much my freight's going to be. The second is, I've got an order, I'm ready to ship it. Then the person in the warehouse can press a button and enter sort of the boxes and the weights and the dimensions, etc. Talks to the freight company and it pulls back the track and trace number, books the job for there, pulls back the label for the freight company that needs to get slapped on the boxes.
How about e-commerce?
E-commerce is an interesting situation because obviously when you're doing an e-commerce sale order, you want to know how much your freight's going to be before you finalise the order, because that's when you're getting the money from the person. And a lot of people just do it, well, I'll just charge $10 and get around it. What freight integration allows you to do is to actually look at the products they're buying, look at where they are compared to where your warehouse is, and then work out exactly how much freight you're going to need to charge to either cover your cost or your cost plus a margin, and then present that to the customer as part of the ordering process.
What if I have options? How do I know which freight company is best?
That's an interesting case that we're just dealing with right now. We're just building some functionality for a client that will enable you to poll more than one freight company to say, okay, you tell me how much this is going to cost me if I use your service, and then get the cheapest and provide that as the option to go forward with.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
But which ones have you done?
So we've done GSS first, which is Go Sweet Spot. They're an integrator, so they kind of act like a portal to I think half a dozen of the other big freight companies. We've done New Zealand Post directly and we've done Main Freight directly.
Mine isn't there. What next?
There's a lot of freight companies in New Zealand. Not all of them have the ability to integrate, so it really is horses for courses. But if they have an API, then we can certainly add that onto the stable. And having done it with 3 or 4 others, it's a lot easier to do another one.
Do you handle dangerous goods?
Yes, we do. You flag products as being dangerous, and then from a courier point of view, there's extra documentation and advice that the load contains dangerous goods, so that's all handled as part of the integration. So, why Optimise Me? We have a team of New Zealand-based business support, business consulting people, plus our technical resources are here. You're dealing with local people, providing local solutions who know the local market. We've been implementing Odoo for over 13 years. We see ourselves as your business partner. We're here for the long term, and we're not here to push you to do stuff that we don't think is going to be of value to your business. Feel free to give us a call or drop us an email, and we'd love to hear from you and have an initial conversation and see where things go from there. Thanks.